name's Danny Graville. I run Willie's and Fieldhouse, run Fieldhouse Incorporated. We own Willie's, the Fieldhouse, Lee Street Deli, and a big handful of rental properties. I also coach soccer at the University of Missouri.
How long have you been managing here?
15 years.
15 years. That's a long time. Can you explain the uniqueness of Willie's and its relationship to Fieldhouse?
Same owners, same building, but each unique in its own atmosphere, I guess you could say. We kind of have a pub and pool on this side of Willie's side, and then over at Fieldhouse, kind of a dance club. More drink specials, a lot bigger space. Our capacity is almost 700 over there. So.
With 10 bars in downtown Columbia alone, is there ever a sense of competition?
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, which is good. We thrive on competition. It's almost like each bar kind of has its night. So, we don't necessarily try to go after certain nights that other bars might have nights. Say Harpo's on a Thursday. We get a good crowd on Wednesdays and Tuesdays. I think everybody really focuses on their lunch business and food business.
Does that play in your advertisement at all, or do you guys do any advertisement?
We have in the past. We've really kind of gotten involved in the social media aspect. Facebook, Twitter, that whole thing. I mean, it's just exploded. When I first got here, it was a little bit of radio, some TV. Really, it's just word of mouth.
I'm aware food prices are on the rise. Have you seen any repercussions from the recent economic turmoil?
We had a restaurant up until last November. It's called the Forge and Vine. Owner here and myself were partnered up, and not just food, everything prices are up. Whether it's shot cups, pint glasses, beer, liquor, everything's kind of taken a hit.
Like you said, you're the volunteer coach for this women's soccer team. What responsibilities does that entail?
A little bit of everything. My main responsibility, I take care of all the forwards, the attackers with Coach Blitz, and basically we're in charge of scoring goals.
What prompted your involvement in Mizzou athletics?
I always tell people, if you would have told me I was coaching soccer 3 years ago, I'd say you're crazy. I was owning a restaurant and doing this on the side, so definitely moving in that direction and kind of getting out of the restaurant business and coaching soccer full time.
Did you start with soccer as your main sport?
No, actually I was with baseball first. One of my best friends from St. Louis, Tony Vitello, his dad was in charge of the pitchers, and I would just push the stopwatch. He had 4 first-round draft picks, and I started training those guys a little bit on the side.
What effect do you feel that Mizzou athletics and its recent success, or the success it had in the past, have on your business here at Willie's and Fieldhouse?
You really kind of plan your year around that. That's why, for example, if we have a 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock game, that's huge for all the hotels, restaurants, businesses, because people come in Friday night, stay in the hotels, put money into the economy, come here, and then normally they stay on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Where we get into trouble is when we get 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock games on Saturdays. People don't come in until Saturday morning.
How was homecoming this year in comparison to previous years?
We broke a record. Absolutely.
More than Oklahoma last year?
Oh, yeah.
Is football the biggest event that you guys have? Is there any other events that track a lot of bar goers?
Not like football. From a business standpoint and from a soccer standpoint, we wouldn't have the facilities that we have to train in if it wasn't for football being.
With all the talk about Mizzou going to the SEC, how do you think the conference realignment will fare for our athletic programs in the future, and your standpoint with the soccer team?
I'm not answering any questions about that. Obviously, if that change were to come about, the environment's competitive, that's for sure. Not just from sports, but from, we're going to get more money from the conference. But, the one thing to think about is, the SEC schools, they travel very well too, which will also bring business to Columbia. And, I think it's almost like a new beginning, fresh start. I think it'll take, some time to kind of get acclimated. Either way, we got to play. We got to compete. And right now, at least from a soccer standpoint, we're focused on Iowa State Friday, and that's really it. We go to the Big 12 tournament next weekend in San Antonio, so we're just trying to play for a good seed right now. From a business standpoint, we're excited. There's a ton of people. Half those stadiums hold over 100,000 people. So it'll be kind of neat to see everything kind of interact.